Are you happy in life?
Oh, that's a deep question. Personally, I hate such introspective questions like that because, to truly answer that, I'd have to ponder so much stuff and like think on it. And if you told me you were gonna ask me that last night, I could have like dreamt about it and like really thought about it because I don't ever stop and go, "Am I happy?" So like to process that, I have to process through everything. You know what I mean? I would say, no one's truly happy all day, every day. Like you're not happy every day.
No, no, no.
Yeah, so it comes and goes in waves. Especially like when I'm doing 7 days on a raft, 7 days buried alive, 7 days in solitary confinement, 7 days on a deserted island, 7 days in a cave, like those kinds of videos, which we've done a lot of in the last year. No, I'm not happy. Like, bro, those videos suck. But
Suck because of what? What you go through.
Yeah, oh yeah, so difficult. Like 7 days in solitary confinement was just horrible, absolutely horrible. And 7 days on a deserted island. The first time we tried to do that, I slept on a beach and I woke up and I had like 1,000 bug bites on both my legs because of sand fleas. I didn't know sand fleas were a thing, and I just got destroyed. And so we had to call it off. And so I ended up having to do that video twice, right? Like that's how hard it is. The first time I couldn't even finish it. And it's like we flew all the way to Panama, did all this prep and everything, and then I ended up calling it off and needing like days to recover from all the but then I went back with a vengeance because I was fucking pissed. I didn't finish it the first time and I did it. But it's just hot and sunny and everything's difficult when you're on an island with not much help and there's bugs everywhere and it's just not, it's beautiful, but it's incredibly difficult. And I'm also not an outdoorsy kind of guy. Solitary, that one is all mental, right? I had food. I wasn't going to starve. I wasn't going to die of dehydration, but mentally, man, it's like when you're in a white padded room, you don't know what time it is. And it's just you and your thoughts, like, and you don't have a pen. Well, wait, I did have a pen and I had a book, but you don't have anyone to talk to. You just kind of like 10 hours feels like 30 hours. And like when you think the 7 days is up, you're going to be on like day 4. And then those next 3 days, because in your head you already lived the 7 days, are just like a nightmare. And it feels like it never will end. Solitary confinement is crazy.
Yeah, I have a lot of questions about your buried alive situation. The first question is, how did you poop? Because that's the top rated. Like
I've talked about this on podcasts before. So going into it, I just didn't eat food, like whatever, the 2 or 3 days coming into it. So I didn't have much, I basically like fasted and cleared out my bowels. So there wasn't poop in me, and then you just kind of, so then I didn't have to poop like the first 5 days. I don't really remember. And then I ended up having to do it one time and you just poop in a bag. And
bro, I mean, from everything you just said about all these challenges, I think you sign up for these videos. Sometimes you know that you're going to put your mind and body through some shit. But you willingly do it. You get some trauma from those experiences. And that is the price you pay for a lot of your videos, other than the actual price.
Yeah, agreed.
The deeper question I have related to what I just said is, in that buried alive video, I'm sure there's a lot of psychological shit that came to the surface in your head. Are you comfortable like talking about some of that?
100%. That video might have been like a year and a half ago though, so I would struggle to recall specific things that popped in my head. But yeah, I definitely, when you're left alone with just you and your mind, you think of everything, and you run through every scenario. You relive in your mind mentally all your high school days. You relive when you're 19, 20. You just like, because it's like, what else do you do besides just go through life in your head, and then you live out your forward life until you're 50, and it's just like, it gets pretty bad because then like I sometimes get to this point where I'm like, when I'm doing these 7-day videos and I don't have much human interaction, like I'll start thinking like, whoa, I can move my thumb. Like I'm just thinking, move my thumb, and I'm moving, and I'll start like, just like the stupidest little things, especially in solitary confinement. Just like I'd be like, why does my hand move when I tell it to move with my head? And it's like, what is it? And and I noticed I just have like a lot of just out there thoughts because you're just so bored and you just